Hello, hello. Hello, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. How does this keep happening? Have you seen that commercial? It's Tuesday. How does this keep happening? Anyway, hi. Hope you guys have had a wonderful week and have great plans for the new week. Let's see who all is on. Hello, Beverly and Ann and Linda and Brenda and Monty and Kay and Mona and Brenda and Diane and Melinda and Ann and Brenda and Deb, Virginia, Mary, Pat, Bonnie. Oh my goodness, so many. Hi, Sue Potts. So good to see you guys on. I know I always say that it's been a busy week, but let me just say it's been a busy week. Getting ready for Oklahoma. Hello, Bonnie Duncan. Can't wait to get my Bonnie hug at OKC Palooza. I feel like I always have like makeup or something at the top of my glasses. Hello, Linda Honeycutt. Glad that you guys are here. Hello, Denise. Oh, I cannot wait to see you in Oklahoma. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's a lot of work, but at the same time, so much fun. And I am doing a little bit extra prep for my class that I have 40 in because I want everyone to finish. So doing a little bit more than I normally do, but it'll be fun and exciting, and I will share lots of pictures with you guys. So hello, neighbor. Hello, Barb. Thank you so much for prepping those pieces. They were great. So I'm almost done with my water today. I've been drinking every day, 64 ounces. I'm trying to, but most days I get it. Alrighty. So let me know where you're viewing from and what's the weather. It is a nice overcast 85 degrees here in middle Georgia. Hello, Vera. Are you all moved in? Oh my goodness. Let me just tell you, if we had to move, I used to love to move when my husband was in the Air Force, and we moved every 3 years. I loved it. But at the same time, if I had to move right now, I think I have more stuff than I've ever had in my life, just as far as art stuff. And because I sell online and have a store, you know, there's so much stuff. So I have to wipe these off. I've got makeup all over the top of them. Hello, Carol Gansey. Cannot wait to see your face in OKC. I wish all of my painting friends could go. It's a fantastic, amazing convention. So if you can't go this year, save your pennies for next year. Not sure about the expo right now. Hopefully it'll be announced if they're going to have another one. It was very convenient for me at being in Tennessee and being able to drive in 3.5 hours. But OKC, that's about the same as it is here, 85 and cloudy. Linda Safranco, Louisiana is always hot, right? Oh, Vera, I know. It's crazy, huh? Hello, Dawn. Hello, Dixie. And Marilyn. Okay, so what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, so this year it's a Western theme. They always have a theme, and then, you know, the booths, most people, I would say at least half decorate their booths. I usually decorate mine, although I never do it until I get there. And it's like, I'm not decorating, I don't have time. And then I have that FOMO of like, I want people to, you know, like it and look like I'm a team player. And so I always go out while I'm there in Oklahoma and grab the stuff I need for my booth to decorate. So that's what I'm going to do this year. You know, it's worked for the last, 6 years, 5 years, so, or more. 77 and sunny today in Oakville, Canada. 74 and rainy in East Tennessee. Well, bummer. Oh my goodness. Hello, Monty in Oklahoma. Sunny and hot. Yes, and I'm sure it's going to be really hot. It was so hot last year when we had OKC. But what I was saying, this year is a Western theme. Next year is flower power theme. So kind of hippie chick theme. Rich and I are not sure if we will go to OKC or the Expo next year. Totally understand, Donna. And again, it will be interesting to see if they post and they're going to do another Expo. If not, Donna, you and Rich really should go to OKC. Hello, Marlene, my hometown sister. 109 in Phoenix, Linda. Wow. Hello, Denise. Good to see you guys on. And Elizabeth. Oh my goodness. So, I'm Sandy McTeer. If this is your first time here, welcome. Welcome into my studio, my extremely messy studio that you can't see all of, thankfully. And I try to do at least 2 Sundays in the studio with Sandy a month. Just depending on my schedule and when I'm traveling, it varies. So while I would love for it to be every single Sunday, unfortunately, my time just does not allow for that to happen. So happy to be here and happy for y'all to join me, and always so sweet and supportive in your likes, your shares, your comments, etc. That's the plan. Oh, sounds good, Donna. Yes, you'll love it. I thought the expo was fantastic. Again, depending on where it is, we'll see. Oh, hippie had a VP hippie. Oh, oh, Veronica. Yeah. So kind of flower power. I don't know about hippie as much as, well, hippie. Your VWs, your big flowers, bright colors. I cut a thing for the auction. And I'm not going to show anyone until I go. But they always do an auction at the event, and that money goes to many different charities. Each year it goes to a different charity, and this year's a different charity. And I can't tell you which one because I forgot. But anyway, messy studio means you are creative, right, Denise? Yes. Yes, the classes were great. The expo was great. I loved the venue personally. I loved everything about it. So hello, Robin. All right. Yes, Carol said OKC is a wonderful convention. It absolutely is. And again, it is in August next year. They just released the information as far as, well, not just, but online in an email that next year is the Flower Power. Thank you, Robin. Peace, love, and flowers. Yes, Dixie. So I cut out a really cute piece on my laser that I'm going to do for the, for the auction, so that they can auction it off, and hopefully someone will paint it and bring it next year. So we'll see. We will see. Hello, Marie. Would you go to the Portland, Oregon show? Marie, I really, really want to. I have to look at my schedule for next year if I can go in April. The thing is, last year I was so busy I decided I was going to back off some things. This year, I don't know how, but I'm even busier than I was last year, even though I backed off some commitments. So we'll see. I have some opportunities and things that have been lined up, and I'm missing out on them because I don't have the time to do them. You know what I mean? So yes, I would love to go to Portland because I love Oregon. It's gorgeous. I went to Grants Pass and taught in, oh my gosh, when was it? A couple years ago, and absolutely had the best time. Absolutely gorgeous state. If you've never been to Oregon in that area, just beautiful. So hopefully. Charity is the local children's hospital. Thank you. Yes, Bonnie, that's it. Items requested in the catalog. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. We should, they really should put that information online. Well, it is online if you go look at the catalog, because I'm sure there are people across the country that, or across the world for that matter, because we're international, right? We can reach everybody, like someone in Italy, someone in Spain, someone in Canada, someone in Australia here right now, someone in California. that if they wanted to donate, they could always send it to the hotel to put in for that charity, or to do some kind of an online, like, I'm not real big on sending gift cards, but you can do virtual gift cards. Again, those people that can't attend but want to be a part of, I think that would be a great addition. I might bring that up to them. So, is there a list of all the conventions that you will be a part of? So Dixie, I usually put them on my website as far as what seminars I'm teaching, what conventions I'm at. Right now there are 3. There's the one in April that's in Oregon that there used to be raindrops, and that there are 2 different chapters that would bounce back and forth each year to do them. Right now it is the Art Expo in April in Oregon that Doug from Pinecraft and his family put on, and I hear it's fantastic, but I've had a conflict every year. And then again, the expo popped up this year from Viking Woodcrafts. Painting World magazine sponsored that, was fantastic. It was the first one. I hope they'll be back. And OKC has been going on since, I want to say maybe 2016. No. Maybe 2016. I just know that the first one I couldn't participate in. I was in Taiwan. So, because I used to teach in Taiwan every October, and that's when Painting Palooza used to be. And then they moved it to August. And then NET. So New England Traditions, which is in Massachusetts. I'm sorry, let me backtrack. Oklahoma, OKC Painting Palooza is in Oklahoma City. NET, which is New England Traditions, is in Massachusetts, and that is in November, right? October, November? I think it's October. One of the 2 months. Somebody will put it in the comments, so you guys make sure to read the comments. Anyway, I've never been able to attend that because I've always been busy. And then last year I was going to submit, and then my sister-in-law for Christmas invited me on a trip to Rhode Island, so of course I went there. And then this year we were going to do the whole New England Trail, my husband and I was going to submit to teach at NET, hopefully be selected to teach, and then continue our trip down, visit our son in Connecticut. Anyway, our middle son is getting married in October, so all of October is going to be very busy with wedding stuff. So yes, and Donna Pulse just put that. So yes, I will be in Newport News, Virginia in March of next year. It will be an in-person and Zoom, so if you can't join us, and I have some fun things to present to them to pick. NET is in October. Thank you, Kathy. That's what I thought. Right, Bonnie? I thought so too, that if they could, if they wanted to participate, because there are so many generous friends, painting people in this industry that would love to be a part of it. On the piece we did at convention in Chattanooga, the Merry and Bright one, what was the size? Need to get more. Linda, I'm not sure. I should have them on my website, but if not, I will let you know. I know it's this big. Yes. I heard that, Veronica, that it was in Rhode Island, and I hear it's a fantastic convention. It has not aligned for me to go, but I so want to go. So hopefully next year, we'll see. My internet disconnected for a minute. Hello, Leticia. No problem. Oh, I totally agree, Beverly. That's one of my favorite things, because Beverly said the expo was wonderful, especially the people. The things are great, especially if you're a teacher and a vendor at the trade show. Those things are awesome to be able to participate in and to teach and have great classes, which all of my classes were fantastic. From the one I had 10 in to the one I had 45 in, that Tracy Morrow was supposed to be there with me. But then the booth, and so my husband, I think he finally got it, and when we came home, and well, funny enough, I did a drawing and one of the names popped up, because he was like calling out the names so I could put him on the wheel. And he goes, "Oh, I met her at the expo." And that's my thing, is when you go and you see people that you only see maybe once a year. Like when I would go to the creative painting convention in Vegas, you only would see some people there. But then you'd go to Hoot and you'd see, you know, people you saw in Vegas and then also at Hoot. So just, you know, it's just a great opportunity for us to get together, like-minded people that want to create and paint and have fun. So thank you, Donna. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Again, I have it in a set on my website for the snow glow piece I did in a special event with Lisbeth Stoll 2 years ago at OKC, but I don't know that I have it separate. So, hello, Cheryl. Aw, thank you, Marlene. Yes, and I will have, let's see. Hello, Judy. How's the weather over there in San Miguel? Anyway, now I just have to talk my husband into going to OKC, right? Now, next year, no, not next year, the year after, if I submit to NET, then we probably would do the New England Trail thing. So we'll see. Hello, Mickey. I'm going to be up your way in November. My son is getting married up in the Cleveland, Georgia, Helen area. Thank you, Robin. Hi, Marilyn. How is that knee? That new knee of yours? I hope the healing is going well. All right, it is 4:15. Hello, Deb Antonek. Sweet friend, you have been on my heart and on my mind. I just have not had a moment to stop and say hi or message you or text you. So hi, I'm glad you're here. Sunny and actual bearable this week in the 80s. Wow, Judy. Do you have any wildfires in your area? It's been so scary to see. Oh no, Barb, he can't have your seat. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, that's great to hear, Marilyn. Okay. Aw, hi, Mom. So my mom said sending love and kindness. That's what we need, right? We need love and kindness and sharing and less judgment. And so anyway, all right, it is 4:17 now. So close to OKC. I know, Laura. I can't wait to see you. Oh my goodness. Not close to you, Judy. That's really good to hear. We have several people in my membership group that the wildfires are kind of close to them. So, all right, where did my list go? Okay, so as you guys know, I do giveaways. So on YouTube and Facebook, the very first people I saw comment, and I refreshed just to make sure that the right people were at the top that commented first. So email me, message me, text me, whatever you want to do. Hugs are available. I can't wait to get a Laura hug. It's been forever. So over on Facebook and on YouTube, if you guys will message me and let me know what free e-packet on my website right now that you would like, I will send it to you probably tomorrow, not today. And on Facebook, Sue Potts. And over on YouTube, Beverly Cecilski. Right? Hopefully I said that right. Okay, so let me put that to the side. And then we're going to get on with our giveaways that we had. So I had, let's just pan right down to here. And let me just go ahead and tell you guys, you know, when you lift something up, I lifted something up like that. Those 3 nails completely bent back and broke off. So I have, very sore fingers. One day I'm going to tag along with you and Barb. Gloria, come on. I don't know if I have room in my car for you, but we'll make room. Okay, so last week I had some giveaways. Happy Mail, and it was the 3, although I had only grabbed 1 of each. But then I decided to go ahead and throw in the heart stencils. So there's 3 different heart stencils as well. And the winner that came up on the wheel was Cindy. Cindy, message me your details, and I used to have them. I don't know that I have them anymore. So message me your details, and we will get that out to you. Nezazon, is that how you say it? Okay, and then we had brushes. Now, next week, I will be live. Oh, my Lanta, that's cringeworthy. Oh, I know, it hurt so bad, let me just say. And I have the softest, most brittle nails. I'm not real big like on milk or anything like that. Ugh. So to make them stronger, but and I know you can take vitamins, and I take vitamins, but I don't, I guess, take enough that are going to make my nails thicker and stronger. So I have them done, and yeah, I have to get them done before OKC. Okay, so next week I do have a live at 4 p.m. It will be right before I go to OKC, and we're going to talk about angle brushes and different ways that you can use angle brushes, okay? But this is another giveaway that I had. These are my favorite go-to angle brushes, and every single time I share at a seminar or in a class and people ask, what is your favorite go-to angle brush? It is the Faux Squirrel. The filament in this brush, we'll talk more about it next week, but it holds a little more water, and it releases that with the paint better than any brush. Now, black gold's always been my go-to brush, but these brushes are fantastic. And now my go-to floating shading brush. And then my favorite Mezzaluna, it used to be the small, but I've kind of gotten onto the medium Mezzaluna. So the winner of those 3 that came up on the wheel, Sue Braun. Sue, message me your information and I will get them shipped out. Biotine, yes. Well, I need to take that. Okay, and then of course, all these little giveaways, Happy Mails going out with a bunch of extra little goodies. So, and then remember I showed you guys the shelf sitter one, but the ornament size of this Merry Christmas dimensional laser cut ornament, which I just absolutely love. It'd be so cute, like you could put a name in there, like a last name or the year. And the winner of that is Deborah Cross. So Deborah, your name came up on the wheel. Please pick someone else since I won last time. All right, well, Beverly, you're so sweet. Let me see who the second person was. Ann McGow. Ann, message me what free e-packet you would like, and I will get that sent to you. You're so sweet. Option hard on your thyroid. Hello, Roxanne, Corey. Right, I love this truck. I am going to have these at OKC. I will just say right now, I don't know that I'm going to have it painted. I have the ornament size and the shelf sitter size. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm still going to bring them for sale, and it might be something that I do on a live. Oh, Lucy, thank you for letting me know that. Hello, Mary Ann. Good to see you on. All right, let's talk real quick about stained glass paints. All right. Oh, so my giveaways, let me go back. And I'll just come right up here. My giveaways for next week, and all you have to do to enter the giveaways, so I call them Happy Mail giveaways. Can't wait to see you in 2 short weeks. Darla, I cannot wait to see you. Just talked for the first 15 minutes about how amazing OKC is. So, Donna, they are not on sale on my website, just like the butterflies from the expo aren't, because I'm getting ready for OKC and I need to mac out my 10 by 30 plus booth. So sadly, they aren't there, but they will be there. Okay, I even thought about putting them on as pre-sale. What do you guys think about that? I thought about before I leave for OKC, if I did the butterfly kits that Tracy Morrow and I did for the expo, the truck, and a couple other things, if I did those on pre-order on my website? Or would you rather just wait till I'm home and you can order and get it? Just let me know. I'd love to know your input. Anywho's, so the giveaways I have for this week, I have 3 sets of angle brushes, okay? So one's gonna be faux squirrel, one's gonna be black gold, and one is going to be water lily, because we're gonna talk about water lily today, okay? And all you have to do to enter is to like, comment, and share. It's also called sprinkling. So if you've ever seen someone go, oh, I sprinkled, and you're like, what the heck does that mean? Thanks, Pat. Patricia Baxter, are you going to be at OKC? Pre-order. Yeah, just let me know, guys. I'd love to know. Yeah, the truck is so stinking cute. So cute. Okay. Alrighty. Well, the thing with pre-order, hello, Jerry Cook and Doris. So good to see you guys on. The thing with pre-order, it gives me an idea of how much I'm going to have to cut when I get home. But pre-order, Nanette, can't wait to see you. Oh my goodness, I sprinkled you before your face was showing. Thank you. Not going to make it this year. Oh, bummer. I always love seeing you guys. All right, let's go right back down here. And let's talk real quick about, I have not played with this product that much. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that up front. I saw it at NAMTA. Well, I saw it before NAMTA, but they launched it at NAMTA, which is the trade show where, you know, companies launch their new products, I did cut those with my laser, Gloria. I love it. And I have a second laser now, so I'm cutting up a storm. I just need more hours to my day, like, 48 would be great. Okay, so it is a translucent, vibrant paint, okay? It works on glass, on plastics. It works on polystyrene. You can do 3D objects with this. You can, awesome, Suzanne. So you can do, hi Phyllis, I'm glad you caught the live as well. You can do so many cool things with this paint, but again, when I get a new product, I always try something different and new, and what I can create with it. So, I know I showed you guys last week the cathedral window. I am going to zoom in. My bandaged fingers don't work so great on my screen. And I laid it somewhere. I have no clue where it is. It is somewhere in this just crazy studio of mine right now. Let me just say that. I've got stuff everywhere getting ready for the show. So you would fill 48 and want 60. I know, Mom. You know me so well. She's a cutting machine. Your husband has a new job now, doesn't he? Well, no, he's afraid of it. When I first got it, I was afraid it was going to burn my house down. So I made him go get me a fire extinguisher. But I did come out earlier today, this afternoon after lunch, and I said, look, I've decided that this week I'm going to teach you how to paint because I need help. Okay, I digress, sorry. So this is on wood, but I am going to show you guys how I did it on plastic so that it looks like a cathedral window that's stained glass. Okay, so this paint comes in 11 different intensely vibrant pigmented colors. Now, when you first put them out, they're not going to look like that. And so the first time I used them, I'm thinking, this is not bright at all. Let me just tell you that they brighten up over time. So I thought it very apropos to do the Olympic rings. And look how vibrant. But when I put them out, you'll see that they don't look that vibrant initially, okay? They also do not come with the writer tip. So last week, if you watched the Love Color line, I put them on, oh, if you watch the Love Color line, sorry, they have the writer tip on most of them. I'm trying to see. Oh, they do. So the, move this out of the way. The opaque 3D writer has a writer tip. These come with your regular 2-ounce bottle, caps. Okay, and I saved these because I'm not always going to use the writer tip. I might want to flood the area with a little more paint, but I do like that there's a writer tip because it can flood the area really, really well. Okay, let me backtrack because that's why I was kind of stuttering there for a minute, because I forgot to tell you guys that if you're going to OKC, I am going to have the Love Color jelly drops, the 3D jelly drops, the white 3D writer, and the glitters that I showed you guys, the neon glitters. I'm going to have all those in my booth at OKC. Okay, and whatever I have left, I'll come back and put it on my website. So I was hesitating because I was looking for them and I couldn't find it. Okay, so again, these do not come with the 3D writer. I just want you to know that, because if you order them and they come and you're like, wait a minute, I thought it had a tip on it. DecoArt has these on their website. You can buy them. Make sure you take out that thing or nothing's going to get through it. And then this is the key as well with these, it's a pretty snug fit, but do you see that little thing in the top? You want the tip of that to go in, and you want to hear that click. If you don't, and it's half on, half off, it's going to get whatever paint is in that nozzle, it's going to dry. And then you need a push pin or whatever to get through to it, right? Okay, so there's 11 vibrant, gorgeous, beautiful colors that can all be mixed. They can be mixed to create a new color. They can be used as two-tone, like I did on half of this flower with the orange. All right, and then there's 2 lettings. Now these do come with the writer tips. This is the 3D letting in black. And when it first comes out, it kind of looks like pewter and then gold. Okay, so, aw, thank you guys. I wish all of you lived closer to me. So you can help. Hello, Pam and Jerry. Oh my goodness. Mower's broke. Grass is so long, but I'm watching. Well, Rebecca, glad you're in from the heat and watching. Thank you, Robin Richer, for putting that link over on Facebook for the writers. Okay, so the cool thing about these is you can flood an area like I did on here, and I'm going to show you this. The leading, a fly just landed on me. I've had this horrible fly in my studio all day, sorry. So if I scream, that's what it is. So I did the black leading, and then I flooded the area with that yellow, and again, I came in with just a little bit of orange. On these, I used the writer tip because I wanted, oh my goodness, on the silicone plastic does not move. This is actually an acrylic piece that I cut with my laser, like a little ornament. And I think I am going to go back and do like an Eiffel Tower, maybe here, and then 2024. I think that'd be really cute. You can use rubber stamps if you don't know how to draw, but I'm going to show you 2 different ways that I created. So that was this, but then I filled in the little gaps. Okay, so and I always love to show you guys what my membership group did. So this was our page. We have prompts each month, and our prompt, 2 of our prompts from this month was a fold out page and lighthouse. So I did kind of a night scene, moonlit water with a lighthouse, and then it folds and goes over there. So that was our lesson this past week. All right, let's talk about some plastic. So this is not the right thing of what I used, but I think I threw it away. But I kept this one, graphics. And so let me find their website right here. GraphicsArts.com. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic company. Woman owned. Haley is amazing. And if you don't follow Kat Kerr, Catkerr. Amazing mixed media artist that does a lot with graphics, plastics. They have a bunch of different products, but they're very well known for their Duralar plastics. And so I used that on, let me find it, this piece here. And let me show you what I did with the background as far as an image. As I just printed off an image from online, laid it in place, went around it with the leading, as you can see there, okay? And then once the leading dries, and depending on how thick it is, will determine how long it's going to take to dry, okay? My brain and tongue are not connected today. But anyway, so fill in the area, and I'm going to show you that. Again, with the writer tip, it's easy, but if you don't have the writer tips, you can always use a brush. So I'll show you both ways. So you can put it out on your palette like that, or you can just come in and fill in the area. Okay, so super, super easy, right? Hello, Peg Farmer, my Alabama friend. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to show how translucent it is. When it's dry, it's just absolutely beautiful. Okay, now let me show you a couple things that DecoArt did with it. So at NAMTA, they had these displays. Do you see those flowers? Oh my goodness gracious. Absolutely. They were back-to-back flowers. The wire was attached between. They were stunning. And that color wheel was done, well, kind of like a color wheel. It reminds me like a Gustav Klimt color wheel, if you know who that is. Anyway, the gold leading on that is fantastic. And then on the flowers and stuff, they did black leading. You can cut the Duralar. So this was another display they had. That butterfly, absolutely fantastic, stunning, amazing. But do you see the glass vases? I'm sure you guys have glass sitting around, from vases to glasses to whatever. I saved the little yogurt jars that are glass. Candles, once they're gone, I scoop them out, dishwasher them, and use them as, holders of things. So you can use these on vertical surfaces like those. It's not going to drip, sag when you brush it out in a thin layer, and then you just continue to build up your layers, right? So here's another close-up picture of that butterfly. It really was so stunning in person, and it was, again, attached to a stick in the middle and then attached to that wood. Absolutely gorgeous. So what I was talking about with the water lily brushes, these brushes are fantastic. They're soft and they're great for glass painting, because when you paint on glass, you want to be able to lay the paint on and it not come off, right? So I can take that little, I don't have a smaller one right here, but that little filbert brush, and I can lay that in and tap it in place. All right. Now, when it comes to two-tone, so maybe I'll just come back here with the little, and I'll zoom in so you can see. Let's come in a little bit closer. Ah, thank you, Carol. I love the lighthouse. Okay. So you can come in. I have seen some other artists using the plastic from Raspberry Box and do some, oh, I have not heard of that. That's cool. Okay, a little bit of orange. I'll just put a little dot in it. Okay, and I don't have my liner brush here, but I have this round brush. So I have a liner, water lily liner brush, but you can kind of just incorporate that so that you see both colors, right? Okay, and that's what I did on this flower up here. I don't know if you can see, there's some blue, there's some purple. And once you get done, what's cool about it is you can cut it. So I cut that flower out of that area right there. Okay, But let me show you. I'm only going to do a little bit right here because I don't know if I have. I do. Okay. So I can ink up this flower just to show you. Stays on ink is fantastic. You can get those at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, whatever. But it stuck to this graphics amazingly well. Okay, so that's one way. You can stamp images on it and then fill it in with your stained glass paints. The other thing is you can take a line drawing, which is what I did for that flower up there. And you can take a line drawing and lay it down and then go over it with your leading. Okay. Now, one thing oh, that's not the leading. That's black paint. I need the leading. And this is the distinction between the two bottles. So this one is a little more square. This one has that rounded top. So let me just talk to you about the leading real quick, because it does take a little practice. You want that even, steady pressure on the bottle. And instead of upright, I kind of hold it to the side so I can see where I'm going. But what I found worked for me was start it here on another, like on my, I'm on my palette over here. And then come over to your piece, and you're going to do all the lines going one direction. Okay. Now, I've also seen where people hold it above the surface and let the leading dry, you know, kind of draw that line. Both work. If you drag the nozzle, sometimes you get a little bit of a drag line. So whatever works best. But what I found was doing all the lines in one direction and then coming back and filling in the rest of the lines. Okay. That's what worked best for me. So let's move that out of the way. The other thing is when I get a new product, I like to test it to see what it can do other than what it says it can do. So I laid a stencil down and I thought, oh, I wonder if I can use it with a stencil. So I don't think I have a stencil. Well, I do. I have this one. Let's see if that will work with a little sponge. So this one I did with a palette knife. And of course, there was way too much product. So it did not have an opportunity to stay where it was. But if I picked up that yellow and I came in with the little makeup wedge or sponge, and the cool thing about stencils is you can let it dry, line it back up, come back, and I could build up that layer of honeycomb so you can barely see it now. But when it's dry, it's going to be more yellow. Remember, it's always going to be a little milky, like you see there, but then it dries and it's much more vibrant. So you can use stencils with it. Hello. The other thing I wanted to see is while I brushed it out on this bottle, I did the blue, I did the cobalt, and hello, Terry. Yes, Suzanne, I think it is similar to that other product. And purple to kind of get a dichroic glass look. And so, again, brushes on beautifully. Has a really nice, just nice finish. The other thing, guys, is you can bake this and make it even more permanent. So cold oven, put it on 275. Once it preheats, set the timer for 30 minutes. Bake it for 30 minutes. Turn off your oven. Don't open it till it's cool. And you've just made a beautiful, you know, glass piece and upcycled something. You do want to make sure that you don't put it where your lips are going to go. While it is non-toxic, you still never want to put something like that where your mouth is going to come in touch with it, okay? I started to do like drips to see how well it shows through, and then I changed my mind. So, alrighty. So let's move that out of the way. And let's come over here. Shrinky dinks. That's exactly what you could. The only thing is I don't know if you could shrink it with the paint on there. That would be interesting to know, but I have not tried that. Okay. Thank you, Linda. I love the lighthouse too. Okay, so when it comes to that Olympic piece, I did the colors, and let me just show you. So this piece that I cut, actually you can see the rings and where they intersect and everything. They're not real deep. They're scored. So, and I think I have it backwards. Yep, the score's on that side. So what I did was I just kind of started it on my palette paper, and then I'm going to run it half circle. It will spread a little bit. Now the thing is, I could put this on and I can make it spread out even more. But if you've got that even, steady flow with your hand, you're not going to get that spitting. That's what I found when it spits. It's you've adjusted that pressure. But see, I can take that nozzle, straighten things out. I can come back in with that brush and clean up the edges if I need to. Okay, and then when it dries, it's going to be that really pretty, translucent, vibrant blue. So when I did this, I didn't go ahead and I didn't do the yellow because I wanted that to dry before I did the yellow. So there is a little bit of drying time if you don't want those colors to mix. My other recommendation is always make sure you wipe off that nozzle before you put that cap on and you hear that click. Okay, so we're not going to sit there and do all the rings. Are you guys watching the Olympics? Let me just tell you, I'm just in awe of the incredible talent that all these athletes have from across the world. The dedication they put into it to be there, again, is just inspiring. Okay, so let me come back to this flower. Again, if my thing is to inspire you to try something different. If this isn't up your alley, I totally get it. But at the same time, if you're looking for a cool thing to do with the grandkids or to hang in your window, you could easily do these on this plastic and cut it out. So I'm just going to put a little bit of purple. Again, I could have used a brush, but and that was the purple and cobalt. Again, come to your palette paper, whatever, off to the side, and get that started. A little shake. I do shake them gently before I use them as well. Okay, and then I'll come back with that brush. I have the Olympics on too, if I'm being honest. Oh, yes, Kathy. The Shrinky Dinks is a good Mylar. But the graphics, I'm all for women-owned businesses, so. Okay, so see how you can mix it around, move it around, and what's going to happen is it's going to dry, it's going to self-level, and it's going to give you a beautiful mixture of colors. You're still going to be able to see the blue and the purple. However, if I wanted it to be one color, I could mix it on my palette to make a different color. More of a purpley blue or a... Okay. Just bring that out to the edges. Okay, so you can see the difference, hopefully. Let me hold it up in the light. That it looks a little sketchy. I can see where I need to take that brush and move it in, but you can see where all these colors kind of melded together and blended, and oh, love that. So, and I am going to try that stencil again and see if it works. Okay, so scissors. You can take your scissors and cut this stuff. Okay, so super simple and easy to cut. Like I said, on this piece, those flowers I want to say, I don't know if they were double-sided and they put this stick in between, or if they just used leading and they attached it at the bottom. I should have asked Crimson at DecoArt what she did, because they were just amazing. And you can make your own bouquet of stained glass flowers, right? I just love, love, love. So, like I mentioned, another thing I love to do when I get a product is test it in different ways than it's intended. So, this product basically says to brush it on or to fill in the area, to kind of flood the area. Well, I wanted to see what it would look like, because I already saw what it looked like on here, brushed out. So you get that dichroic look, oh, with that blue and purple. And again, nice, smooth coat. But I wanted to sponge it on to see if I could get, let me move my hand and see if you can see it better. So just to get a little texture. And so I just grabbed a piece with a little sponge, and I love the look, but I think it's a little one-dimensional. I would love to sponge another color on, and maybe even another color, like blue and orange. But I do love the look. And again, these can be washed after you put them in your dishwasher. So let's just bring a cup. I grabbed this cup. I don't know why I have this cup. I don't drink margaritas, but but let's put some green on it. And so again, you can squeeze it right out of the bottle, or you can put it on your palette. And what I found for bigger items is this filbert brush. And then you're just very lightly. So I could spread this around really, really thin with more pressure. Well, all you're seeing is the top of the glass, Sandy. Or I can kind of pat it on and softly brush it out. The more coats you do, the brighter it's going to be. But see how milky it is? When we're done and it's dry, it's going to be as vibrant as that green in the center of that flower. Okay? So, again, first time I used it, I'm like, this is not real vibrant. And then it dried, and I was pleasantly surprised. Okay, so let's go back to this is another, I did cut this with my laser out of that DuraClear from Graphics. I will put that link in my thing, but I have to take a nature walk. Is this paint it is self-leveling, and the drying time depends on how thick you put it on. If you do just a thin layer, it's going to dry a lot faster than if you flood the area. Flooding the area is going to give you a lot more coverage. It's going to be a thicker application. It might take a little bit longer to dry. Okay? So, all right. So this one I did, and I don't know that I showed you guys. So, anytime you paint on glass or even plastic, a thin little paper towel with some hand sanitizer or rubbing alcohol to get rid of any fingerprints, although I just stuck mine on there. So these little cathedral windows, you have a couple options. You can cut it out on the Mylar Graphics plastic first, or what I did on the one that I can't find was I just started right here on this piece, and I started filling in the area. So you can just kind of fill in that area. You could always glue it down too if you're worried it's going to move. But I was living on the edge when I did that first one. So, okay. So see how you can flood that area. And then when it's completely dry, this actually is going to be stuck to the window. And then you'll be able to cut it out and you'll be able to see right through it. It's going to be that translucent, really, really pretty color. So let's move that out of the way. And again, if you didn't see the one I did last week or showed you guys last week, you can look at that on my YouTube channel. Let's come back to here to the dragonfly. And again, that's purple. and blue. Even a thick application is still going to give you, oh, I think I want to use this one. It's still going to give you that translucent color because there's no solid in here. It's just all translucent, beautiful pigment. Now, what I also found was if you get on the leading, first off, it's not going to make that big of a difference. But if you do, you could always come back with a pen or your liner brush with a little bit of the black paint. And then I also took a little bit of hand sanitizer on a Q-tip and was able to get it off, and it worked just fine. Okay, but layering those colors, oops, way too much green sandy. So I didn't even wash out my brush. I'm just going to use that, and we'll bring it right down the body. It'd be cute where the head is, just to have a hole punch, and once it's dry, you know, to be able to hang it up. Again, this graphics Mylar is very thick, but still cuttable, which I like. Okay, so let me see what else I have to show you. I think that might be it. I think that's all I did. Was those few things. Again, I haven't had a lot of time to play with it. I'm really intrigued with this and would love to make it look like, you know, like the center of the top of a cathedral window where you've got that beautiful intricate, just so pretty. So I keep gravitating to this. Let's move on to maybe yellow. And let's just go back to that one. Okay, and then you can take that brush. Hello, Beverly Winkleman, how are ya? Cindy, you won one of the giveaways. You have to message me your information. Okay. But, you know, just to take your time and blend those. And when it dries, you're going to get that yellow, you're going to get that blue, but you're also going to get some green. But it's also going to leave some texture. It will level, but I do have a lot of built up texture there. So you are going to have some of that. If you don't want that, you always want to brush it out. So, and cut some holes in it and hang it in your window. Absolutely. That's exactly what I could see doing with the butterfly. Again, though, I absolutely love, love, love this display and that old wood, and how I think the butterfly in the back, right there, has a metal rod that they attached to it to go into that wood. But all the others were just wire, and let me just say it was the hit, one of the biggest hits at the show, because it's so different and so cool, and they're so vibrant and pretty. So again, they come in 11 different colors, and then 2 leadings, black and gold. I would love to see a copper or even a silver. So anyway, super pretty, right? All right, let's come right back up here. I'm gonna sit my tush down. It is as hot here as it is at home. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Beverly. We are, we're 84 now, so we've dropped a temp since I started. Alrighty, guys. So I think that's all I have to share with you. I'm going to keep playing with these. I love new product, and like I said, testing them, seeing what they can do, what else I can do with them other than what the packaging says. Don't forget that you can use these on ornaments, glass, plastic, polyurethane. It's polystyrene. Did I say polyurethane? Polystyrene. You just want to make sure that if you're going to use it for drinking or on your plate, on the plate, you could do it on the back, right? Lay your pattern on the front and do reverse painting. Oh, easily do that with the leading. In fact, I need to do that. But anyway, and just give it a go and play with it and see what you can do with it. And if you get it, share with me what you do with it. Would love to see. Let me just go ahead and tell you guys too, because I got this question last week. It's kind of a snarky message that I got on Messenger. I don't do I'm not paid by DecoArt to do these. I work with them. I'm a consultant with them. I worked with product development. I've used and tested a lot of these products before they go to market. I'll never share anything with you that I don't like the DecoArt Max Gloss paints. I never would have shared with you because I hated them. They know I'm going to give them my honest opinion. But these cool products that came, last year came out, but then they were launched this year. Love Color and the stained glass paints, and I love them. So, am I going to use them all the time in every piece of art I do? No, but I want them in my studio so that I can play around with them and create with them. And so, I'll move in the garage and help you paint. Rebecca, come on down. I would love that. So, silly question, missed the fold-out page demo. Where do I find the replay? So, Suzanne, in the membership group on the guides, if you go to guide 14, that's where it's at, in my membership group. So definitely need a copper and silver leading options, right? I totally agree. So like that tape they put around I've always wanted to do stained glass, but I needed another hobby, like I need a hole in my head. So so I never did. But can you use the heat gun to speed up drying? Judy, let me just say, I don't know if you can, but I have. I don't know if they would recommend it because it's going to do the top layer and it's not going to do what's underneath. So I would put it in front of a fan before I used my heat tool for it, especially if it's on plastic. If it's on glass and it's a thin layer, I don't see why you couldn't use a heat tool because that glass is going to heat from both sides and it will dry. But sometimes when you dry something and only the top layer is dry and underneath isn't, it can affect the finished look. So anyway, the other thing, I've been working closely with the lab on a project for the last couple of years. And she said something about the drying time on glass. And I'm like, how do you have to really adhere by that? What I didn't realize is once you have painted with that and it dries, it cures to a point that it gets to a harder state. And so things are chemically changing within that formula from when it's wet to when it's dry. And if you heat it too soon, it can affect the finished look. So I've always been really impatient. I will do my glass, paint my glass, and probably within 30 minutes, put it in the oven. If it feels dry to the touch. I've never had a problem with it, but I have seen many people that paint on glass that go, this completely peeled off. Well, if you didn't listen to the time or adhere by that, it might affect it. So anyway. Yes, great fun thing to share with the grandkids too, right? And, or to make little gifts or to do those cathedral windows. Hello. I just saw it over here in the drawer. So anyway, but have fun, play, make sure to get those brushes out, get that paint out, do something creative. Don't forget that hello Gail, if you order on DecoArt, there is a discount code that is in the description on my YouTube and on my Facebook, so that you can get a one-time 20% off at DecoArt. And anyway, I will have the Love Color 3D writer and the glitters and the jelly drops in my booth at OKC. So if you're looking for those, I will have those. I will share with you guys from OKC. Like I said, I am going to be here next Sunday. I'm going to do a short little live on angle brushes and some cool, just things to watch and look at when you're using an angle brush. And then from OKC, I'm going to do a live the first Sunday that I'm there. I just have to see what time my class is. But I would love to kind of walk around and share some things with you guys. And then I will also probably do one during the trade show so that I can show you some cool things and all the different vendors that are going to be there. So, all right, guys, like I said, get those brushes out, do something fun, do something creative, and have a great week. Be kind. Say hi to someone you don't know. Like my mom said, what? Sending something in kindness, love and kindness. We need love and kindness in this world right now. So anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to leave you with some of these inspirational pictures from these incredible products from DecoArt. DecoArt's new stained glass paint, highly translucent, vibrant, beautiful colors. Talk to y'all later. And happy painting!